This is the Amazon 49cc motorcycle, hit bike, whatever you want to call it. This is my son. He's 8 years old. He's about 65 pounds. And my concern on this was a hill, so it does get him up the hill. Here, let's show him ride. So as you can see, I do have a decent little hill in my yard. Now he has it wide open, and he does gain through it. Alright, if you got any questions, just post them in a comment, and I'll see if I can get to them and answer them as they come in. Thank you very much.
You can always put it.
Back here a little bit.
Okay.
Hello everyone, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what we're going to do here. It's been a while since we posted. We haven't had very good weather, and it has been kind of cold, and he doesn't like riding in the cold, so we haven't been doing much riding at all. But we've been working on a couple things. We all know that he's been working with this bike, learning kind of to ride, learning to keep his feet up, and he's progressing on that. However, we are finding it a little bit tough. We do live in an area where there's a lot of hills, and it just does not have the power to go up the hills. He gets about halfway up, and then it's more about momentum than it is power, and this bike just does not have it. I mean, it's a good bike to start to learn on and just kind of figure out what it's all about. However, it's not going to be one that's going to be good for trail riding or anything like that. I have a bike that me and him go out in the woods and ride around, and he just it just doesn't have the power to manage the hills, or going over little logs or things that go over the path, which he should be able to. This bike just does not have the power to do it. So over the last couple months, I've been working on a project, another bike for him to go, and this is what we're moving to for him. So I got him a PW80. This is a 2000, so it's a little bit on the old side, but they don't make them anymore. But I've been working on it, new carb, new plastic, new graphics, a couple other things that I've done to it. But as far as the engine goes, it's all stock. It starts right up, so this is a little step up for him. This does have gears, so he'll have to be able to switch some gears. It does not have a clutch, so he doesn't have to worry about that just yet. We'll probably move on to that on the next bike. So he picked out the graphics that he wanted, and it's kind of cool because it does have his name on there, and he likes the number 7. So we were able to do all that. I do have a few more things to do. I did put a new back tire on it and a new muffler on it. I do have a front tire that I'm going to put on it just because this one is kind of getting worn and I can see some cracking happening in the rubber. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that to keep him safe on the bike. He is already a little bit worried about it because it is just a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier. He's a little bit nervous, but we're going to hopefully get a couple good days here before too long and a little bit warmer so I can get him out in the yard and he can run around the yard to kind of get used to it before we take him out in the woods with it. All right, so keep on watching us for some more videos coming out. Hope you like what we're putting out. Please leave a like and comment if you have any questions. Please put them down below. Thanks again. I hope you all had a good holiday, good new year, and I hope this is going to be a whole much better year than last year. Thank you, guys. Hello, everyone. The weather outside is currently snowing. We got a couple inches. We were planning on doing this outside with the bikes, but because of all this snow and the cold weather, we had to pull it inside to the garage. I know the garage is messy. I got more projects than I know what to do with at this moment in time. But we are going to go ahead and do a little interview here with Nathan, talking about his new bike, his concerns, his thoughts about transitioning from the green one over to this one. So Nathan, say hello to everybody.
Hello, guys.
So Nathan, what are your thoughts about moving from your green one over to the blue one?
Well, the blue one's bigger than the green one. And when I first ride this, it was way too big, so you had to lower it down.
Yeah, the person that we bought this off, he was basically an adult trying to ride this, and he put an extra large shock on it, and he was still too big for it, so that's why we were able to pick it up. So I had to lower it, I shouldn't say lower it, put back the normal standard stock shock on it. So that brought it down to where he could fit on it a little bit better. So Nathan, what do you think about the weight difference over the green one?
I don't. Sometimes I don't like this bike because sometimes.
Which bike? The green one?
Yes, because I gotta pull it and sometimes I have to pull 100 times to do it, a million, and my hands get so tired for turning it on. But this one, you guys can't really see it, but you have to do this so hard. You have to put your foot on here. If you guys could see it, you have to do that, but you have to do it way more harder to turn it on. This is.
So basically, the green one was that pull start that we had a video of you, Nathan, doing a pull start and getting it started. And then the blue one, it is a kickstart, so he's going to have to learn how to do the kickstart. He hasn't been successful on the kickstart just yet, but he'll get there. So what else is your concerns about transitioning over to this bike?
I'm scared of this bike.
Well, what do you mean scared?
When I ride this, this one's way more different. I had to let it run down and then turn, then I have to pull this to go back up.
Well, that's what you do to the green one. You got to give it gas to go.
Yes. Then the thing that I'm scared of most is when it was higher. But I like that you lowered it down.
Oh, you can just touch the ground a little bit easier?
Yes, when it was way more tall, I couldn't touch. I could bare. I was almost be able to touch it. I was then I got so scared that then I went over there.
Mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts now on this one? You have some gears to possibly be changing, where the green one, it just was give it gas and go.
So down here, this is the shift thing. So if I do this.
Well, remember, all the way down is neutral.
Yes.
So it would be up one, would be first.
So up one or up two or up 10.
Well, I mean, Nathan, you don't have to worry about that too much because the only gear that you're going to be running in at the moment when the very beginning is just first gear. So that's going to be kind of really similar to the green bike.
So
once you get used to that, you're going to be able to learn how to shift that. And being that this doesn't have a clutch, there's not much to it.
yeah, when I get used to this, can I go to shift 2?
Yeah. Yeah, and you'll even find that probably going to shift 2, it won't be as jerky like when you give it gas. When you're in first and you give it gas, it's a little bit jerky. Whereas the second gear, it's not going to be as jerky.
So, does this have like a thing where you can shift it, like
what?
This one?
The green one? No.
Yes.
The green one is just one gear.
One gear?
One gear, and that's it, yeah. And that's why you had such a hard time going up and down hills, is because the gear that they picked, the gearing for that bike, is kind of like a broad spectrum. So like if you were on flat ground, you can go faster, but the hills requires you to have a little bit, be able to downshift, and that doesn't have it, because if they had that bike set up to have like a lower gear, you wouldn't be able to go as fast on the flat ground. So they picked a gearing that they thought was going to be kind of the best all around, to where the blue bike now, you're going to have some gears. You get to pick what gear you're going to want it to be in, and depending on that, on the terrain that you're going on. So it's going to be a learning process of how to shift and kind of learning when to be in what gear.
Daddy, this one I had no problems. Like when I went up the hill, like it was okay. But this one will be better.
No, the green one, remember you'd get halfway up the hill and it ran out of power and you couldn't get up the hill anymore?
No, I could
Where like my bike, I would just go straight up the hill.
Well, we didn't have this channel. You said the more I go, the more faster it gets.
On flat ground, yeah. or going downhill. But going uphill, that bike just does not have the power to get you. So you have to have a lot of speed at the bottom of the hill for your momentum to try to get you up the hill. But the green bike just won't make it up the hill. Remember, you had to keep your feet down and keep on like walking it up the hill?
Yes.
Yeah. So now the blue bike, you won't have to do that. It's going to be able to go right up the hill. So that'll be nice.
Yeah, maybe we could, when I get like a bigger bike, and when I get older, this chair's going to be forever. Until I get older.
Well, maybe when, after this bike, there's going to be another bike, another size up, but maybe eventually you're going to be able to get my bike. And I'll get a bigger bike.
So if I get bigger, then, because you're 47, I forget. So if I get bigger, then we might film that we're riding in the woods, like when I get like very, very used to the bikes.
Oh yeah, we have the GoPro now, so we have it. I have it all mount for the helmet, so we'll be able to film us riding in the woods when we get there, once the weather breaks. So Nathan, you want to show anybody anything that you've been really excited about?
The merch. The merch.
So we went ahead and made some t-shirts. We cannot put them on YouTube yet just because we don't have enough subscribers, so we don't meet the qualifications yet. But we're working on it. So that's why we need everybody who is enjoying this content to go ahead and subscribe to our channel.
So we can make merch for you guys, like this.
Yeah, so if you are liking this stuff, please go ahead and subscribe so we can get up to it. I think we need like 1,000 subscribers before we can even put anything on the channel. So please do so. And please, if you have some comments, go ahead and leave the comments down there. We'll be happy to ask if you want to know more about the PW80, anything on it. If I can answer it, I will be more than happy to answer it. I know just enough about the mechanics and stuff like that to probably get me in trouble. So I've never completely torn down an engine or anything like that on these dirt bikes. But as far as like pulling carbs, changing parts out and all that stuff, I've done all that, changing tires. There are some tricks that I've learned how to do some of this stuff a little bit easier. So if you do have any questions, please go ahead and post them down there, and I will answer them as best as I possibly can. And if I don't know, I'm just going to say I don't know, because I don't want to tell you something that that I think might work when, you know, you go home and you try it and it's going to screw you all up. So again, please subscribe to our channel. We're going to be putting more videos out as best we can. It's kind of hard with the weather that we're having, but as soon as we can do more, we're going to go ahead and do more. So thanks again, everybody. Nathan, go ahead and say bye to everybody.
Bye.
All right. This is going to be Nathan's first ride on his new bike. He's a little bit nervous because the brake is a little bit different. But we're going to give it a go. Okay. Hold on. All right. Pull your brake in. Now this is all you have to do. Keep that squeezed. All right, now you're in gear. Now you can let go of that. Now this is just like your green bike, okay? Remember to keep your feet up on the peg after you're moving, okay? Nathan, don't put your feet up until you're moving, okay? No, you don't have to do it until you're moving fast enough, okay? Yes, you are the one. Day 2. He couldn't wait too much longer. He wanted to get back on it. So let's see how he's going to do today. The sun's at a low angle, so I'm hoping it's not going to mess with the video too much. Nathan, it's out of gear. You got to put it in gear. He knocked it out of gear. Now he's gonna figure out how to put it back in gear. Let's see if he was listening. I guess not. Oh, there he goes. Uh-oh, he's on a hill. Steep hill. All right, go that way. Go around that way. Don't forget to put your feet up on those pegs, okay? All right. Sorry about my shadow in the picture. We were able to put the new tire on today. So he's got a new front tire. He keeps putting it into neutral. There he goes. I think you got it. There he goes. Let's see if he opens it up. Puts his feet up on the pegs. Guess that's a no on the foot pegs. Nathan, got... He's getting better. I can see him improving already. Oh look, he's got his feet up on the pegs. Awesome job, Nathan. Oh, now he's scared. When he goes on the hill, he's got to put his feet on the ground. Alright, you're doing good. Nathan, when you get down the bottom there, try not to stop. Just continue all the way up the hill.
Yeah, but I am putting my feet on the peg.
Well, yeah, a certain amount. He's been bugging me all week to try to get back on his bike, but he's got to do his schoolwork and stuff through the week. That way he can enjoy the weekends. And I gotta hand it to him. He's got straight A's too, so good for him. Feet dragging again. Yeah, go down that way and then go around this way this time. He's not even using his back brake. He's gonna find out. It's a cold day here. It's in the 30s. I'm gonna have to put the camera on his head, the GoPro on there, so we can get a first-person perspective on it.
Daddy, I'm putting my feet on the peg more.
Yeah, but sometimes you're forgetting too.
Yes. This goes way too fast. I have to put my feet off the peaks peg sometimes.
No, you can put them back on it. Just keep them on there until you're trying to stop.
Because they're way too fast.
Oh, way too fast? Keep using your back brakes. You gotta use them back brakes, okay?
I had a power blade or a power. It had a power blade or a blade power.
A what?
It had a power blade or a blade power.
Oh, you mean a power band? Do you feel it hitting there? It picks up speed real quick. Yeah?
It wants to go fast.
It wants to go fast. Hey Nathan, when you come up this time, when you come up and you're getting that speed, I want you to try to go right up this hill and in between the cars. I want to see how it does on this little hill here.
Why?
Yeah, you'll be all right. You'll just keep the power on, that's all right. Yeah, this first little hill climb. How was that?
Yeah, I didn't even get scared when I got on the power.
Yeah.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, do it again. Go up a hill climb. hold him up. What?
This is like a motorcycle that can go any hill. That hill won't stand a chance against this.
Well, you got to keep on the gas. If, you know, there is a point where it won't be able to do it if you're not giving it gas. I noticed that you went up it, you weren't giving it full gas.
This is a PW80.
Yeah. Nathan, day 3 on the Yamaha PW80. All right, Nate, go ahead. Keeps on kicking it into neutral. He'll figure it out. Oh, I like how he's keeping his feet up on those pegs now. Much better. Starting to look like a old pro on one of these things. I can definitely see that confidence building. I got the GoPro on his helmet now. I'm real interested to see how this video turns out.
Daddy, I have a question. Why is it so slow for you and so fast for me?
What do you mean?
Like why does it go faster for you?
Because it's got to pull my weight. You're a lot lighter than me, so it's got more power for you. been nervous to go into the woods. Let's see, there's only a little bit of the woods there, right where he's gonna start. Then it turns into pretty cleared area when he goes around the house. So let's see. He's definitely got his feet out. All right, let's wait till he comes back on the other side. He'll come out right there. I can hear it. Oh, I see some red in there, his helmet. Let's see what it... There he goes. He made it. Look at him go.
That coming. Oh.
thing is, if you haven't seen, we are doing a series on redoing or just fixing up a Baja Warrior. So if you are into mini bikes, check that out. At this point, we've got 2 videos posted, and there are more to come. So give that video a check out. While we're waiting for him to come out on this side of the woods, just wanted to ask you guys, if you guys are enjoying this type of content, please go ahead and subscribe. Our subscriber numbers are slowly increasing, which we are so thankful for. We're getting views, so everything seems to be going. If you want to see something more particular about the PW80, or you have some advice for us, please give us a comment. I do read them all, and I definitely try to respond to every single one of them. So any thoughts, any ideas, just go ahead and put them up there, and maybe we'll even give you a shout out. I do know that one of Nathan's friends have asked us, so check out his site. It is Blueberry J-Man. So I think he does some Roblox games, so go check him out. got a new project that we're gonna work on. I picked this up super cheap. Basically, it was given to me. It's a project that Nathan's really excited about. He wants to start working on it. We did pick up a seat. It's gonna need a back tire. It's gonna need a chain guard. And that paint needs to be freshened up a little bit. So we got a couple of things. It does run. I started it up. Obviously it's gonna need an oil change and all that good stuff, but it's gonna be a project. It's gonna be a series that we're gonna be doing. As parts come in, we'll videotape us putting things on, painting, and all that other stuff. So stay with us on this series and see how this bike turns out. All right, welcome back. This is us starting to get this mini bike ready to do some modifications to it, some freshening up. So in this episode, we're going to go ahead and kind of degrease it as best we can and give it a nice scrub down. I'm going to try to, when I do the editing on it, to try to speed this up so you don't have to watch the whole thing as slow as it's going to be. I'm gonna degrease it first, and then I'll come back and use some soap and water on it. All right, I'm gonna let that sit for a while and then come back. Well, sorry I had to change the angle. You know, when you start something and your hose just a little bit short here, so I had to move it a little bit closer. It's still a little cold out here to be messing with water, but do what you gotta do. I'm gonna go ahead and hose that off now. All right, well, let that sit and dry in the sun that we have left. And hopefully in the next video of this series, we're gonna start taking some parts off, getting them ready to be painted, and replacing the seat. Still waiting on the tire to come in, but I think we've got enough to get us started. At least we got enough for the next couple videos. So stay tuned for the next one when we start disassembling some of these parts.